असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 Jai Guru. Welcome everyone for our little first session, and as an introduction to the Sundays, to prepare yourself, go through this little thing, think about it and reflect upon it. Today's session, we're going to talk about the starting with that this world, this universe, this earth, these galaxies and the planet would not exist if you do not exist. You would say, what? The whole galaxy, world, the universe, the earth will not exist if I don't exist? I'm such a small creature. No, you're not. In terms of your universe, in terms of your world, you are the only one who's most important. Let me make it a little clearer for you with an anomaly, an example. If you do not exist, if you are not aware, if you are in coma, your world exists, but you are not aware of it at all. When you are in good sense, when you can perfectly witness the world around, then your world comes around. An example would make it easy for you to understand. In your dream world, two factors. First, in your dream, beginning of the dream, you exist. Correct? During the dream, you exist. And end of the dream, you exist. You have to exist for your dream to exist. You have to exist for this world, universe to exist. Have you realized this is one factor that before dream, during dream, after dream, you exist. And your dream cannot be shared by anybody else. It's only your dream. Your world today. Why there is so much of conflict in the world today? Because your world, whether spiritual world or intellectual world or emotional world or physical world, it only exists in your relation to you. 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 Otherwise it doesn't exist. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, in chapter 22, in and verse 22 in chapter 6, is coming out with a beautiful poem, verse 22nd and 6th chapter. It's saying, Yam labdhana chaparam labham mannate nidikam tata yasmin stito gurukshena gurunavi vichalayate. What does it mean? Again, Yam labdhana chaparam labham mannate nidikam tata yasmin stito gurukhena gurunavi vichalayate. Meaning that having attained that spiritual world, which was not think, cannot think there is anything higher to attain. If you've attained that spiritual world for which we do this session, this spiritual world is guiding you to say, you are the one who's most important for this universe to exist. If I am dead, my universe is dead. Isn't it? Think for a second. So this universe is related to you as your dream is. We do not really bring it to that kind of an existence. Having attained which, what is which? That spiritual world. It's not the physical world. It's not the business world. It's not the transactional world. Having attained which, one does not think there is anything higher to attain. the ultimate, any greater gain to have, and having been established in which one is not shaken even by the greatest of sorrows. What beautiful, powerful words. Krishna's words. That Nadukkena Gurunapi Vicharate. Nadukkena Gurunapi, however big, can shake you. And the moment you hear this, three kinds of questions will come to your mind, and we shall deal with them on this Sunday. First is, why is this spiritual gain the greatest gain? You would like to know about it, isn't it? Why did Krishna say so? Second, why not something else? Why is it only spiritual? And how is it so? Just like Krishna told Arjuna in chapter 6 in meditation, if you do like this, you will attain that samadhi state. Arjuna tells Krishna, Krishna, your statement is wrong. Imagine Arjuna is telling his friend, his guru, and God, you are wrong. Krishna said, why is it so? He said, because my mind is like the wind. You cannot control the wind. You cannot hold the wind. How can it be merged with your mind? And so, why is the spiritual gain the greatest of the gain? Why not something else? And how is it the greatest of the gain? And why is it greater than anything else? Very interesting, isn't it? So why? Second, what exactly is it what we gain in spirituality? And analyze, find and analyze what is it that we gain? What is that great thing that you get again? If you get some money, you get a lottery ticket, you get a house, you get a gift of a land from the government for a valor, you know what have you gained. Here, how do you do it and what is it that you gain? And being established in which even the greatest of the sorrow will not disturb you. And this is why the spiritual world is which is with the Vedanta. Recollect, Vedanta Nama Upanishad Pramana. So it is the Upanishad which is the Vedanta. And Vedanta, one is Veda Anta, end of all knowledge. And two, it's the supreme knowledge of the Vedas, which when you realize the supreme of this universe. And this Vedanta is Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma Sutra. These are three canon fold, tri-canon fold is as it is explained in Vedanta. So now, understanding this spiritual world, why, what, and how. And that's what we're going to deal with Sunday morning. And I'm certain it will be a beautiful, great morning. The greatest of the gain at all. So, first, let us understand a little bit. Where is our happiness? What do we consider in gain to be gainful in this world? Money is an obvious answer. People, family, and friends relationship gain money. Status and achievement in this world. Gain a degree from an Ivy League college university or a greater land, a great job on Wall Street. So what is wrong with them? Those gains. If you look from the philosophical point of view, our happiness is then dependent onto some other person. Some other person. What person is bound? That person is bound to change. Bound to go away. You look at a friends you had met in your childhood, in your youth, have gone away. Grandparents that you had have gone away. Maybe parents that you have is temporary. You notice people get married and get divorced. They're part of it. Friends make great promises and suddenly they do cutting. Recollect? So people get old and parents and grandparents get old and they die and pass on. Children and grandchildren grow up and go away. You don't understand. My son is not like he used to be when he's 5 years old. True. Why do you want him to be like that, 5 years old, and now he's 18? Obviously, it'll be different. You don't understand. After my son got married, he is totally changed. Why do you want him to remain the same after marriage? So it is your personal preferences. So understand. If your happiness is dependent on the people, it is bound to change. And this happiness is what we are seeking where outside of you, on people, on things, on countries, on bank account, on land, on property, or shopping malls. And this is called exactly is we are compulsive nature. We feel like doing it again and again and again when you know that you're not complete. You say, no, I am complete. Now, if you're complete, then you will not be seeking happiness in other things, other people, other objects. You would feel happiness within. If you're asked, which was the happiest moment of your life, you should be courageously, instantly saying, what? Right now. And which is the happiest state that you have? He said, this body, this world where I am. So the time, space, and the causation, they're all within us. So imagine Shakespearean sentences. I just coupled them up the names. Your life is not a tempest, nor a midsummer's dream. Your life is a comedy of errors, and you can make it as you like it. This is exactly the point, is that you can make it. You is who? That's you. It's not the body, it's not the name, it's not the form. It's that within you. So remember, people get old and die, parents, grandparents get old and die, and pass on. Children and grandchildren grow up and go away, and people get married and divorced. So this is the very nature of the world. And this world does not exist. Your world does not exist if you don't exist. And this is why the Alan Aspect, Joel Tellinger, and John Anton declared three Nobel laureates on 2022, 6th of October, that this world is not real. Can you believe? This world and Western world is saying this world does not exist. It's a fantastic discovery, and understand that this is what the nature of the world, and death is the ultimate reality for the body. But when the body dies, do I die? Yeah, of course you'll be dead. No, look at it carefully. It Bertrand Russell, is Freud, is Isaac Newton, is Einstein, is Madame Curie, are they dead? Or Mother Teresa, Jesus Christ, or Buddha, Mahavir, Jain, Guru Nanak Ji, are they dead? Paramahansa Yogananda, Paramahansa Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Holy Mother, are they dead? No, they're very much deep in your consciousness. and you gain great happiness and solace in just the very thought of it. So, death is the death of the body, not of the death of which is within you. What dies is the external shell. Remember, we have the pranamaya kosha, and before that we have the annamaya kosha. What you eat is what you become. The tigers and lions and hyenas, they're stinking because they eat raw flesh. And elephants and buffaloes and giraffes, they're gently swinging in the wind. And look at the wolves and the tigers and the animals, they're walking up and down and up and down and restless. Look at that elephant which you catch, a wild elephant, a wild horse. You cannot ride that elephant or the horse unless you train that horse or the elephant. Similarly, your mind is like that elephant, like that horse. You have to train it. Specific time, specific place. How do you do that? We're going to touch upon it on Sunday through the meditation. What is meditation? With this, we should finish it today. Are you with me? 100%. A powerful expression of meditation. What is it? Meditation is the journey to be alone from being alone. Meditation is a journey, is a process from being alone to be alone. It is not loneliness. Loneliness is different. There you feel bored. People run away. People want to go to party. People want to meet people or talk on the mobile or whatever. But being alone, you're blissful and happy. Why? Because you're connected to that spiritual gain. Guruna Vilapati. It cannot be Pichalayate, cannot disturb you anymore. Once you're connected to that spirit within. With that, I would like you to understand you get connected to your immortal soul. Body is fragile, body dies, body changes. Your soul, your spirit is always there. Let us meet on Sunday and have a great weekend ahead. Jai